everyone, this is P4L, and in today's P4L review we'll be taking a look at Hasbro's Transformers Generations Combined Awards Legends Class Buzzsaw, and yes, these names are getting ridiculously long. Anyway, this is from their newest wave of Legends Class figures, along with Pipes and I think Chop Shop and Shockwave, which is the figure I really want, but I wanted to get this only because of the Legends Class Soundwave that will, not Legends Class, Leader Class Soundwave that will be coming out, which this will be compatible with. Otherwise, I was going to pass on this figure because honestly it looks kind of terrible. And I haven't opened them up yet, so we'll go through this kind of together. Alright, let's go through packaging review, and as always, the Legends Class has the same kind of look, just this kind of carded figure. You do get Buzzsaw in his alt mode, his bird mode I guess, or robot mode. And then you do get a stat card. On the back you get to see his 3 modes. So he has his beast mode, his spy tablet mode is what they're calling it, and then a vehicle mode, which is kind of new. And yeah, all it says for his description is destruction is a work of art for this ruthless spy, and that's it. And really nothing else going on in the packaging. So let's go ahead and start with the review. So here's what comes in the packaging. First with the, I guess, character card or collector card. The artwork is pretty nice and makes it look a lot nicer than this figure actually is, which is usually the case. Nothing on the back, so let's get that out of the way. We do get a set of instructions that are folded up super tiny, and they go from a beast mode to the vehicle mode, and then the vehicle mode to the tape mode, or tablet mode, I guess that's what you're calling it, tablet mode back to beast mode. So yeah, let's quickly go through all the transformations and back. This is how he comes out of the packaging. Actually, this one was actually folded up. This part of the wing was folded up on mine, but this is still not correct. According to the instructions, you actually have to flip these pieces up and flip that up, and this is supposed to be the actual beast mode in its correct transformation. And it's decent, I suppose. I don't like these thrusters back here. They just look kind of odd, and there's a random peg hole here, which I'm guessing will do something, because it's not on this side, it's only on that side. So I'm guessing it will do something at a later date with some of the other Titan's Return or something like that. This might be a little bit better, I think, because these kind of mimic tail feathers maybe. So I think this might be a little bit better, but then you get kind of this ugliness up here. So it's up to you. Let's go ahead and get him back into his official form. And this mode is probably my second favorite of the 3 modes. It's not bad. He does have a bit of articulation in the neck. He has a couple double hinges here, and then this gray piece is connected by a hinge, which will get you some additional articulation. So not bad. The face is okay. It looks a little bit less mean than I would like. I'd like a little bit of a sharper beak, I guess. The weird ears, which I don't really recall Buzzsaw or Laserbeak having something like that, but it's okay. The wings are just big chunks of blocks, and then they have these little fins that come out, and they're connected up here, which is kind of weird. I think it would have been cooler to have it pinned down here and then fold out to make it a wider wingspan, but not terrible, I suppose, but it just looks kind of odd, especially because you get a little bit of gappiness there. The tail, yeah, it just sits there. The wings do have this swivel that you can make use of to get a little bit of posability out of it. It's mostly for transformation, I imagine. And then the legs, or the talons, I guess, are just one molded pin piece of boring gray that you can spread out or close together, and that's really about it. I wish there was a little bit more articulation, but it's a Legend Class figure, so I can't expect the world from here. So yeah, very quickly, let's get into some size comparisons. Here he is with another Legends Class figure, Power Glide, and you can see this just looks funny in terms of scale, but you know, Power Glide wasn't never supposed to be this small anyway. Let's see who else we have. We'll have Laserbeak. This is Masterpiece Laserbeak. He's really the only other Laserbeak I have in my collection, which is obviously the same mold as Masterpiece Buzzsaw, so you get an idea. This guy is quite big. Alright. What he does kind of scale with, I think, pretty well is with the Ocular Max Masterpiece scaled Ravage, which their Jaguar, which actually does work pretty well. Obviously, this looks a lot better and nicer, but for a $10 figure, it does scale really well with this. And since it's supposed to be scaled with the kind of the leader class, which is kind of in the same scale as the Masterpiece figures, it might work really well there. And then lastly, just to give you an idea with the Masterpiece figure, here he is with Soundwave. So maybe a little big in this mode, but all in all, not too bad. And I actually have Buzzsaw, you can see in the chest there. We'll pop him out for comparison in alt mode later. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the transformation. So first we're going to go from Beast to tablet mode, and then tablet mode to Beast to vehicle mode, then vehicle mode to tablet, and then reversed. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is just fold up these wingy thingy things, rotate here at the swivel, and then you can reach in here and swivel out the wheels on each of these sides. And really these wheels are the only thing that make it at all vehicle mode like. Nothing else about it screams vehicle to me. You're going to go ahead and fold in the head, and there is a tab here that goes into the bottom of Buzzsaw's neck. This is going to fold down straight, and these are going to come down like that. And then you're just going to tuck these in. There's no real tabbing it or anything into place. I guess there is kind of these ridges that hold it in place. But that is it for his vehicle mode. And he does have 4 wheels, and there is enough clearance to get it to roll, but it's pretty weak as far as modes go. I mean, this is definitely an afterthought. And here he is compared with Buzzsaw, Masterpiece Buzzsaw. Yeah, so a lot of gappiness all over the place. This part is just kind of weird. I don't know why you would have this on the front. Yeah, that's really it. There's nothing really to talk about with this mode. Easily the weakest of the 3 modes. So let's go ahead and finally get into the tablet mode. Flip these back up. Bring this out. The legs, or the talons I guess, whatever you want to call them, they're going to have to fold flat like that. These are going to go up like this. These are going to flip around like so, and then rotate out on these pin joints. And then these feet will go into these little slots on the side. And with that, that all slots in. And there we go into tablet mode. And this is the best mode of the 3. And mainly because it's the most cohesive. It's really solid, not a lot of gaps or anything like that. I feel like they designed this first, obviously, to fit with Titan's Return Soundwave, and then they designed the other modes kind of around this look. And obviously it's a much more modern look and alt mode than a cassette tape, a micro cassette tape. And it even has like kind of like a little home button here. It looks like kind of a ruggedized phone or tablet, which looks pretty good. I kind of like this mode, very clean overall. The only thing I don't really like are the stickers, and not the actual design. The design of the stickers is really nice. It's metallic. Really cool Decepticon symbol, kind of modernized, as well as, a little camera symbol here, I guess a document symbol, messaging symbol, and like a mail symbol, as well as some battery, Wi-Fi, and signal stuff. So really cool overall design for this tablet kind of phone thing. The thing I don't like about the stickers is that they don't adhere very well, and like when you're sliding things through, like edges will come up, so they don't stay stuck down as well as I would like. The adhesive that they use is not that great. But yeah, again, comparing to his alt mode here, and then comparing him again to Soundwave, MP Soundwave, which I think is going to be roughly the same size as the leader class figure with a bigger chest, obviously, because the bigger chest is going to need to accommodate all the tablets or whatever they're going to be into the chest. So from the images we've seen of Blaster and Soundwave, the mold does have a fairly large chest and big chunky legs. And I think that works for Blaster. I'm not sure I like the look of it for Soundwave. So yeah, that was the transformation. Let's go back really quickly, even though it's simple enough. I just want to do it to keep consistent. Go ahead and spread these out. Since we're going to go into the vehicle mode, go ahead and rotate that down. Flip these portions out. And there's probably some fan modes as well that are better than the official ones, but we'll keep with official. Flip the legs down. These are going to go like this. And then rotate on that hinge. Did I mess up? Should rotate. Why? There we go. That was very odd. It's getting stuck on this rotational joint. I feel like I must have done something wrong there because that was way tougher than it should have been. But yeah, there we go. Back into his vehicle mode. And then again, pulling these off to the side. We'll just flip up the tail. Get this forward. I always want to do it the other way because I think it looks better personally. Flip these wheels up. Rotate these around on that swivel. Get the wings out like so. And so you can see what I'm talking about. The sticker keeps coming up at the edges. And then come underneath, grab his head, flip it all the way around so that gray piece lays flat. And then we have Buzzsaw back in his beast mode. So yeah, very quick review of a Legends class figure. I think it's a little weak. I wouldn't have gotten this if it weren't for the fact that we're going to get a leader class Soundwave, which this will be compatible with. That's really the only reason I bought it. I would say if you feel the same way that you're going to get that leader class figure, then go ahead and grab this. Otherwise, he's probably a pass. I think the only real figure worth getting from this wave of Legends class figures is the Shockwave, which I'm still hunting down, and maybe the Chop Shop. But I think the pipes, that mold has been reused to death, and this is and yeah, the Chop Shop, that's really up to you whether you want those Insecticons. Alright. Yeah, so if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you liked our video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, if you want to pick this guy up, if you can't find him locally, go ahead and hit up Toy Dojo and a link in the description below to add him to your collection. Alright, that's all for today, everyone. Have a good one.